Welcome back. Let's do our lesson number 8. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This idea is, of course, a reason why you see only the past. No one really sees anything. He sees only his thoughts projected outward. Whoa. The mind's preoccupation with the past is the cause of the total misconception about time from which your seeing suffers. You cannot grasp the present, which is the only time there is. It therefore cannot understand time and cannot, in fact, understand anything. The only wholly true thought one can hold about the past is that it is not present and therefore not there, and therefore not here, sorry. To think about it at all is thus to think about illusions. Very few minds have realized what is actually entailed in picturing the past or in anticipating the future. The mind is actually blank when it does this because it is not really thinking about anything. The purpose of the exercises for today is to begin to train your mind to recognize what it is really not thinking at all. While thoughtless ideas preoccupy your mind, the truth is blocked. Recognizing that your mind has really been merely blank, rather than believing that it is filled with real ideas, is the first step in opening the way to vision. The exercises for today should be done with eyes closed. This is because you actually cannot see anything, and it is easier to recognize that no matter how vividly you may picture a thought, you're not seeing anything. With as little investment as possible, search your mind for the usual minute or so, merely noting the thoughts you find there. Name each one by the central figure or theme it contains and pass on to the next. Introduce a practice period by saying, I seem to be thinking about, fill in the blanks. Then name each of your thoughts specifically, making no attempt to control the order in which they occur to you. For example, I seem to be thinking about name of a person, about name of an object, about name of an event, about name of an emotion. I'm sad and happy and so forth. Name of a person that did, is something triggering something in you, about an object, about a name of an event. Something happened. Hey, holidays just went and went and so the things like that and so on. Concluding at the end of the mind searching period with, but my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This can be done 4 or 5 times during the day unless you find it irritates you. If you find it trying 3 or 4 times is sufficient, you might find it helpful, however, to include your irritation or, in fact, any emotion which the idea may induce in the mind searching itself. I just love how there is only now. The present is only there is. There's nothing in the past. How Jesus just systematically breaks down our thoughts or our beliefs bit by bit and then takes it all apart. And believe me, at the end of those 365 lessons, you will be, I have said this, I was taken apart and put together. um, I love the fact that he also takes it slowly through taking us the presence of the mind. The present is all there is also how he takes us through this period of, he hasn't put the name quite meditation in there, but that is what it feels like. That is what it almost takes us to that path where you can just bring your mind to the now moment, listening to my now what's happening, listening to my voice, now, like the now. Every moment is the now. And so, what is there is no past because the past was also now. The future is also now. Everything is just now. And I love the book by Eckhart Tolle, who mentions about the power of now. If you have not read it, that's a great book to read. Um, but I just love the fact that these all ideas help us so much. But all I see is actually is when you go there to the place to whatever, wow, look at my mind. Like pay attention to what your mind is thinking right now. If you're thinking about the food you have to cook, if you're thinking about the what I need to do after this, so we are in the future now. If you are thinking about, oh, I had a day and I just want to relax right now, you immediately sometimes you're thinking about, okay, what happened in the past. None of these are wrong. None of these are that you shouldn't be doing at all. That's not what he's saying. He's just gently guiding us to say, think about like now, come to the presence. And I love the fact that he says if you're irritated with any of the thoughts that comes to you, stick with it also. Sticking with it, and that is what the course actually is. When you stick with it, that doesn't mean you stay there. That's not the meaning of that. Just, just look at it. Just look at it for a minute, what's going on there. And then, if you don't know, not everything can is solvable. God knows I cannot solve anything on my own. Release it for that moment, at least release it. You'll find that relief, that peace. But yeah, keep practicing. Once again, just see what comes out. Just, if you have keep notes, that's so great. um, and see your progress, what's going on. Have a great day, and I love you, and thank you for sticking with me. Namaste.